They don't need Kevin Durant to win the West. I think they could beat San Antonio without Kevin Durant. Look, without Kevin Durant, they were 5-1 against Western Conference playoff teams. The one game they lost was when everybody sat down against the Spurs. This team doesn't. They'll need Kevin Durant, in my opinion, against LeBron. But against the West, I don't think.
Well, against Portland, they don't need him. By the way, is the lack of hat allowing the hot takes? Is that what's happening?
29 points. They blew out this team without Kevin Durant.
Well, it was because of their defense.
They won 14 straight without Kevin Durant.
It was because of their defense. I mean, like defense.
You know what Kevin Durant is? He's the best side piece in the history of America.
Don't disrespect him like that.
Hold on.
Don't disrespect his game like that.
He's their leading scorer. Okay, and
he's their best player.
He's their best player.
Like a man that's never had a great side piece, but he keep going.
he's their best player. He's incredibly important. This, if anything, it tells you who Portland is as in the gap between Portland and the real teams in the West. But the impressive part to me is in the defense of this team. They shut off the water of the Trailblazers, who have two incredibly explosive guards, and everybody else in that team is scared, much like the Oklahoma City Thunder are scared. They allowed 12 points in the third quarter. They went into halftime and was like, hey, we need to D up or shut up, and they shut them up. Listen to this. I thought what Steve Kerr said after the game was really telling, understanding how this team has actually been built the past 5 years.
People want to talk about the shooting in the backcourt and all that stuff, but this has been a great defensive team for a while. Since, before I got here, they were a great defensive team. So it's really been the hallmark of this club for about the last 5 years.
And I know that they're different than last year in addition to Durant. But remember, without Durant, they won 73 games. Like, this is not a chump team. But, Eddie, they're going to need him to beat the Clippers. They're going to need him to beat the
Clippers.
Yes. Everybody is so disrespectful of the Clippers.
You're going to need to beat the Spurs.
Because of the way they play. It's not like we're just picking on the Clippers.
They're always hurt.
They're going to need him to beat the Spurs, though. Because now Kawhi is going to have to guard a bunch of different guys. At some point, he's going to have to guard Thompson, and then at some point, he's going to have to guard Durant. That's going to wear on him. That's their best offensive player. So how do you wear down an offensive player and make him start missing? You wear him out on the other end, make him chase you around screens. That's what Klay is going to do, the same thing that Kevin Durant does. And we keep forgetting the fact that he led the team in blocks per game.
Yeah.
Like, he is a fantastic defender. Actually, he's playing better defense than he's had his whole career since he's got there.
Completely.
And you add him with Draymond, now you have two rim protectors and he rebounds. You need him.
He's their best player.
You're talking about the Trailblazers.
He's their best player.
Yes.
But they don't need him. There's a difference between need and want. With Kevin Durant, their ceiling is higher. But I think they play consistently better without Durant because everybody else is more comfortable in their roles. Steph knows he's the guy, and they're used to one another. But so I think they could win the West and win it all without Kevin Durant. They won it all 2 years ago without him. They won 73 last year.
There was no Kyrie.
There was no Kyrie.
I give you that. But last year, they very easily could have won that finals.
And they very easily could have not been in the finals.
Yes, they could.
Everybody forget about they was down 3-1.
No, I understand. I'm not saying they don't, they're better with him because he's the second best player in the world. But I don't think they need him.
If you're the second best player, how don't you need him? That's all I'm saying. If he's the second best,
it's an embarrassment of riches.
They are a really good team, regardless.
So are they a better team? Are they a better? Let's say they play the Clippers.
They're not better without him.
I know you guys are clowning the Clippers. Are they better in the Clippers with him at the 4 against Blake?
Why are we talking about
They're
the Clippers?
better than the Clippers.
Is he a Clipper
They don't need the Clippers. Doug, you really think
they need them? Yes, they need to beat the Clippers. I know they own the Clippers. They own the Clippers in the regular season. They've owned them in the past. But everybody owns the Clippers.
Let's see them beat Utah.
I agree. Even if you go to Utah, okay, you put Joe Johnson at the 4.
Golden State. They don't.
I'm just saying,
the only team that they need is the Spurs. Kevin Durant to beat is the Spurs. That's the only team that they need on their team. No, not even the Rockets.
So you don't think they can beat the Spurs?
I don't think they can beat the Spurs without him. I don't think they can. You cannot take that component away from them. All the things that he brings, and like I said, protecting the rim, rebounding, and the score, that's another guy that could hit you with a dagger to win a game or get hot and take over a quarter. I don't think you could take that component away from them and they still be able to beat the Spurs.
They're like
Not the
crazy.
Spurs. Not the Spurs.
They're so good
Anybody
with,
but the Spurs.
with or without him. They're better
They
with
are.
him, but I don't think they need.
Try to be quick, Doug.
He
I'm
had
gonna let
30
you go, but try to be quick.
He had 32 in game one. You guys are acting like he's a chump.
And
He had
11.
32 in game
32
one.
and 11.